Hello, my honeys. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. How are you? Well, this particular setup, it came a little bit as a suggestion. I mean, last night I got this really long piece of feedback. Um, Not in the way that I really wanted to receive it, but I think people just take for granted that they're getting readings on YouTube for free. But anyway, I think one thing that I did get from the communication, even though I felt like it was a little rude, was that they wanted during lives to see me picking the cards and they wanted to actually see the cards. I did show the cards, but I guess they want to look at the picking process. So I spent a good part of the day trying to figure out if there was a way for me to use my camera as well as my computer to film these readings. So I think I've perfected it. We will see. This is called part two for Cancers the next 30 days for a reason, because my first setup was not that great. But you guys, the reading was so excellent. So the audio is a little bumpy, but I'm going to post it as a link because I'm redoing the Cancer reading because the audio was not that great and probably not really the video too. So if you want to watch that reading, because I'm telling you that reading was awesome. I don't know how this one's going to be. I'm sure it will be too. But I think the setup's a little bit better now. Things seem clearer. I think the audio is going to be clearer. So we'll see. We're going to give it a try. I'm not going to upload it if it's not that clear. I'll keep tinkering around with it. So, anyway, welcome to the Black Dove Oracle. This is Kamara, and I am your reader for this channel. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for all of your support. I really do appreciate you providing feedback. I appreciate you showing up to my lives whenever I do them. This one is being recorded for all of the signs the next 30 days. Now, when I'm recording this, we are in Cancer season. So I'm starting off with Cancer for the next 30 days. And I'm hoping that these will be short but very helpful readings for the collective, all signs. Okay, so if you're brand new here, I hope that if you resonate with any of or all of this reading, you would give me a thumbs up because that really helps me grow my channel. And if you like the way that I read, please consider subscribing. It's a small way to help me grow this channel, and it allows you, if you click that bell, to be notified when I upload new readings, which is pretty often. Okay, my honeys. So, Cancer, it's your birthday season. Happy birthday. And the next 30 days, what is it going to look like for you? Now, I'm telling you here, I'm using my first tarot deck that I ever received, which is the Daughter of the Moon. It has a lot of nudity in this deck. So, you all, I have to cover up some of the images, but I did kind of find some I forgot to cover. So, hopefully, we're going to see. Oh, yeah. So, we have Califia here. Califia. And for this deck, it's the Maiden of Flames. So that would be the Page of Wands, I believe. So, yeah, they were all naked. So I had to cover them up. And I'm sorry for the glare. I'm kind of recording this at night. It's turned into nighttime. So, Cancer, your opening energy is that of the Maiden of Flames. And I think that the next 30 days is going to be about you receiving messages about your next moves. Some of you may even intuitively uh, have been receiving either dreams or messages about needing to make some changes in your life, some much needed changes. And maybe this is perfect because it's coming along in your birthday season. And why not start off a brand new birthday year um, in an energy of newness? But it's something here when it comes up as the maiden of wands. It's kind of letting me know, Cancer, that this is about messages about pursuing your passion. So let's go to relationships. What are your relationships going to be like in the next 30 days, Cancer? Ooh, that's a lot. But I see that temperance. Let's put it back. And what's Cancer's next 30 days relationship wise going to be like for Cancer? You have an upside down Queen of Swords in reverse. You have a Seven of Wands upright, and you have a Two of Cups. So Cancer, relationship wise, I think that you are getting over some kind of relationship that didn't work out. Or there's something that just kind of left you feeling a little bit in your head, maybe overwhelmed. Some of you, Spirit is saying, is about perfectionism, like the whole idea that you needed to perfect yourself in order to move towards a new relationship. But, the Seven of Wands is really speaking to the journey across the waters, right? You are a water sign. And Spirit is pointing out here that it's a delicate situation. You have been hurt in the past. You have had to suffer maybe some relationships with people who really didn't look out for you, didn't even protect you. Not that you always need protecting from other people, but there's something about being in a relationship with someone to feel that kind of security. And so this card, it's really talking about that despite all of your hurts and your wounds, you're ready to move forward. And I think in the next 30 days, Cancer, you are going to be offered a cup. And this might be with someone who's quite different than the usual person that you are used to dating. But the one thing that I think you both have in common, because you see both of these beings are sitting by the ocean and they're connecting with a special gift. I'm trying to have you see that they're both holding a shell. And there's something really beautiful about the energy here. There's a deep connection between the both of you. And so Spirit is saying here that because this heart is right in front of the water, I think you both are going to get each other emotionally. You really are. There's a kind of connection here that I don't think you've ever experienced before. And Spirit is even saying here, Cancer, that for some of you, you're going to feel like this is the first time you've actually ever been in love. Maybe you think the last relationships that you've had have not been love, they've been something. But this relationship to you is going to feel so completely different, like an actual connection. And I think it's going to be important for you to just really sit and be present in this relationship. This person is going to engender that for you. There's going to be many moments where you all are kind of just sitting with each other, maybe even in nature, connecting, looking into each other's eyes. I don't know why Spirit's kind of pointing out that this might be a relationship where there's a lot of silence. but not weird silence. Silence that means that you both are connecting at a really heartfelt level. This might be someone that you end up having a very spiritual connection with too. I think for both of you both are different. Like, haven't experienced this kind of relationship that is not based on outward appearance. I think you both will be attracted to each other, but that's not where the relationship is being led from. Spirit's saying, look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Page of Cups. I think that for both of you, there's a certain kind of way in which you both meet that feels like a call in. Like you are drawn to each other, you are called to each other. Spirit is saying that you might end up dreaming about each other in some kind of small way. That when you meet each other face to face, it's going to feel like, wow, I think I've seen this person before. This person feels familiar to me. Let's see if there's anything else Spirit has to say. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah. This is going to be one of those relationships where Spirit, I don't know why Spirit is showing this to me, but Spirit is saying maybe in the past you've experienced a lot of relationships where people tried to hide the relationship or not try to be very open about it. But this relationship is going to be in the sun. It's going to be highly visible. I don't know if it's because we can find out, but sometimes it's because the person you're involved with might be popular, or it's just that you both attract deep attention because of that connection is so vibrant. You have Four of Swords here. I think one or both of you are coming out of your heads when it comes to being in a relationship. Maybe you both will overthink this in the beginning, but there's something that's really right. Yeah. Six of Pentacles. Spirit says this is most likely upright. You both are going to have a lot of support in this relationship. People want to see it work. You're going to find that your friends, maybe even some of your family members, to your surprise, because you both are really different, really feel the connection here that you both have. They want to see you both succeed. I have a feeling that both of you have had really rough times in the past with relationships. So, Cancer, this is going to be very beautiful. Yeah. So, that's the relationship part of the next 30 days. Very beautiful. And secretly, if you want to see the original part one of this reading for you, Cancer, I'm going to link it in the description box because it really does talk about something very beautiful in this relationship. And I just couldn't bear to let it go. I know the audio and the video is not that great, but if you want to listen to it, it's such an awesome reading, in terms of what comes out for you. Okay, so why don't we go to your career? What is next in career for you, Cancer, for the next 30 days? And let me know if you all like this format. I could still perfect it a little bit more. I mean, maybe you're like, I don't need to see you. I don't need to see you, Kamara. We could just see a bigger picture of this reading. And I'm all like, okay, we could do that too. So, career for Cancer in the next 30 days. Career for Cancer in the next 30 days. Ah, you have the Seven of Wands again, but it's in reverse. Interesting. Wow, you have the Two of Cups in reverse. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles upright. I think in the next 30 days, Cancer, if this relationship is coming in, I I feel as if in the beginning of this relationship, you are going to be so focused on your bag. You're going to be so focused on your career. Some of you might even be just focused on a project that has to do with your career. Um, or Spirit is saying for a few of you, you may have just completed something that was highly successful. I mean, it put you in a Nine of Pentacles situation. So to this new person, you are oozing success, prosperity, abundance when you meet them. But I kind of feel like your attention is not going to be on this relationship or really any relationship. I don't think you're going to be thinking that you will have this kind of relationship success because you're so focused on your work. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Yeah, for some of you, this Nine of Swords is here. We've got an Eight of Wands upright, and then an Ace of Swords in reverse. Let me see if I can pull these over a little bit so that you could see them. So, Cancer, I think what's happening is that while career is going well, work is going well, it's highly successful, I think in many ways you have not at this time, but in the next 30 days, really done a lot of work on past hurts, past wounds. So when this relationship comes in, it feels fast to you. You may even find yourself telling whoever you meet, I just really want to take this slow. You're going to feel like things are happening quickly, but in actuality, I think some of the discomfort is because you have been so focused on your work. And Spirit is saying here, this relationship is going to have you getting out of such a deep focus on your work. Like it's going to give you a much needed break. It's going to help you to get out of your head, get out of all of this logic based stuff and into your heart. Into your heart. Let's see what the hoodoo deck has to say. Career for Cancer. You have Aunt Carolyn in reverse. That's the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Magician, Bishop Mason, in reverse as well. And you have the King of Wands also in reverse. So, you know what I'm seeing here, Cancer, is that I think a lot of your focus went into work because of a past relationship that didn't work out. I think many of you just decided to hang up the whole relationship thing rather than um, try to focus on building a healthy relationship. Maybe some of you just gave up. You kind of saw that the only thing you experienced in relationships was misfortune, manipulation, and people, King of Wands in reverse is someone who doesn't want to commit, someone who's very tied to their single life. And I think that was just something that made you feel like it was better, maybe for you. Maybe you had a string of relationships with the same kind of outcome. Yeah, 7 of Swords here. You wanted to get out of that energy of feeling like you were always being used in relationships. And here it is. Maybe for some of you, you were just like, let me be in my bag. Let me be about my victory, about my success. And you really are successful now. There's really a sense of like you're no longer the fool. You're using your knowledge, you're using your wisdom, and you've really taken that energy that you would have given someone else, Cancer, and you're giving it back to yourself. So in the next 30 days, I really do feel like you're going to realize all that it took for you to be successful, all of the sacrifices, putting that love aside. I think you're going to say to yourself, oh, that worked. Me not focusing on relationships, me not focusing on who's next. And, you know, so let's move into your finances. Let's see, what is Spirit saying about your finances? 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. Queen of Swords. Temperance. Yeah, it makes sense here, Cancer, because I think what had to happen is that you were so distracted in past relationships that now you decided to get level-headed. Some of you even took some classes and learned how to manage your finances. And what you're finding here with the Temperance is that your financial health is balanced. You're not just having to pay bills, you're not just having to save. Some of you are taking vacations. Some of you have built up a savings. So you're really finding in the next 30 days, you're seeing the outcome. I really do feel like July is showing you kind of a review of all of the changes that you've made and how successful those changes have been for you, Cancer. Very good. Very, very good. So, last thing is a message from your future self. Because I think in the next 30 days, your future self kind of knows something maybe you don't know and may want to advise you on something or may just want to confirm something for you. So, Cancer's future self, for the next 30 days, what is your advice, future self, for Cancer? Ooh, 4 of Baskets in reverse. So, your future self is saying here, Cancer, you are going to get an offer of a cup. Do not turn it down. Okay? Give this person a chance. They're going to be different than what you expect. They're in Dr. Buzzard's energy. So, if you're kind of one of those people who's used to kind of dating the earthy, gritty guys, they might be a little hippie, they wearing their man bun. You might meet someone who's a little bit more conservative, a little bit more suited up, tied up. Could be someone that has something to do with the legal profession. Could be a lawyer, judge, could be someone who works at a courthouse, someone who's a legal advocate of some sort. That's just being specific. But this is someone who's really balanced. They could be a Libra even, have Libra energy when you're meeting them. Really balanced. And what else, Spirit? What else, future self, actually? Future self is saying, this person is going to be different, but there's something about this person too that feels a little magical. like this is the person you manifested. So your future self is saying, you did manifest this person. And sometimes what we manifest comes in a different package. You know, spirit, sometimes it will show up in a different package than we are normally used to or thought of. Your future self is saying, look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Just confirming. Ace of Swords. This is true. That spirit really brought you who you needed this time. And it's not to say that you're not going to be attracted to this person. That's I hear that from your future self, Cancer. You are attracted to this person. It's just that I think when you both meet each other, you're going to both feel like, oh, wow, I didn't expect that this would be you. I think you're both going to say that to each other. So the next 30 days sounds amazing, Cancer. And I hope that you have a beautiful birthday season. I plan on having a beautiful birthday season myself. I'm a Cancer sun. So, yeah, if you resonated with any of this reading, Cancer, and you're brand new to this channel, could you give me a thumbs up? Even if you're a current subscriber, a thumbs up would be awesome. And if you're brand new and like the way that I read and want to stay connected, please consider subscribing to this channel. I'm growing it brand new. And I do take the feedback of people who offer it to me. And if you have feedback about how this setup worked for you in terms of a reading and you seeing the cards, let me know. Okay, happy birthday, my Cancers. Take care.